everybody, my name is Tanya and we're back out here in front of my shelves to do the beautiful books tag. So this tag was created by Jason over at the Heavy Blanks and I was tagged by Sarah at Sarah Actually Reads, or at least I was tagged after a little bit of coercion. I love beautiful books, so when I saw Sarah do this tag I couldn't not do it because it was just perfect for me. Beautiful books. So the first question is to choose 5 of the most beautiful books in your collection, and I have tried to pick things that I haven't shown before. I do have some things throughout the tag that I have shown on my channel before, but I've tried to keep it to new and different things. So in no particular order, 5 of my most beautiful book covers are, I'm not even quite sure how to pronounce this, but Temeraire by Naomi Novik. I love this cover so much. This is a series that's set during the Napoleonic Wars, but with dragons introduced, so I'm really intrigued by the concept of these books. I just haven't gone around to them yet. Next, I've decided to go quite aptly with On Beauty by Zadie Smith. This cover I think is just stunning. This again I haven't read, but hoping to get to at some point. Next, I've decided to go with The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie by Ellen Bradley. I love this cover so much I actually took the opportunity to purchase it from a UK bookstore when I was in London because I wanted to get the set in these matching covers so much. This is the first book in the Flavia de Luce series, which is set in 1950s England following the misadventures of amateur sleuth and scientist Flavia de Luce and her trusty bicycle Gladys. Next up, again to go with something different, is something else I also bought in the UK, and this is William Shakespeare's Star Wars by Ian Dozier. When I was in England we went to Stratford upon Avon and this was the only thing that I bought there because we've got the full set of Shakespeare up here. I'll get it down. Because I already own this big bind up of everything Shakespeare, I didn't need to buy any Shakespeare books while overseas, and also this is incredibly heavy so I didn't need that in my luggage on the way home. So the only thing we ended up buying at the store we went into there was of course Star Wars. And I just love the covers of these. We've got, this is just Star Wars with Darth Vader there on the front. And as they've been released I have gone on and purchased The Empire Strikes Back, this one with Yoda, and The Jedi Doth Return with Jabba the Hutt on the front here. And I think these are just really attractive covers and I really need to get around to reading these. And then this last one is something that I'd actually forgotten that I owned or just hadn't even thought about when thinking about beautiful covers, but I found it in a box when I was crossing around for one of the answers to one of the later questions, and that is Four Tales by Philip Pullman. And this just, I had to bring it out and include it in this video. It's just gorgeous. Question number 2 is to choose a beautiful book that features your most favourite colour. And I'm not 100% decided on what my favourite colour is, but for this I've decided to go with the dark purple, and I've chosen The Pale Horse by Agatha Christie. As I've said before, I'm really a big fan of the covers that we have for our Agatha Christie collection. I think they're all stunning, but this one features a dark purple. And number 3 is to choose a beautiful book that features your least favourite colour. And again, I'm not 100% sold on what my least favourite colour is, but looking at my shelves, I decided to go with Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. I don't know how this shows up on the screen, but it's kind of a real cack brown is how I describe it, with the mustard yellow on top. And I think it's a really attractive cover, as all the cloth bound classic editions are, but it isn't exactly the most attractive base colour for all that it works. Question number 4 is to choose your favourite cover of classic, and this one I have doubled up with something I've shown you before, but I couldn't help it, and again I've decided to go with the cloth bound classic edition because of course. And the one I've gone with is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I just really like everything about this cover. I think it's just beautiful. So this is my favourite cover of a classic. Coincidentally, Sarah also included Wuthering Heights as her favourite classic cover, but she has one of the Penguin Deluxe editions. And I've only got one from that series, so here's a bonus book called Comfort Farm by Stella Gibbons, which is very attractive too, but is not officially in this video. So, question number 5 is to choose your favourite cover of a children's book, and for this I've decided to go with this gorgeous edition of The Secret Garden. I just love everything about this edition. It's just a work of art. And then inside we've got the door in the wall, and this actually flicks out if you can get it to work, and it opens onto the secret garden. Question number 6 is, do you ever buy a book solely based on a beautiful cover? And I'm going to let my collection answer for you because it's a resounding yes. Most of what you see I am definitely interested in it anyway. It's not just because of the cover that I've purchased it, but I'm obviously going to get the gorgeous edition. Now this bookshelf is basically just all Coralie Bickford-Smith designed classics. Coralie Bickford-Smith is a designer for Penguin, and I am in love with her work. I've got things like, I own The Hand of the Baskervilles in the Penguin Clothbound Classic Edition, but I also own this version of The Hand of the Baskervilles, which matches a full Sherlock Holmes set that Coralie Bickford-Smith also designed. And I couldn't choose between having the two. I needed the full set, but also I couldn't not have the clothbound edition either. So not really necessary, but it's something that I did. Likewise, I own the clothbound classic edition of Treasure Island, but I also own this version of Treasure Island, which is part of her Boys Adventure series that she designed. And again, I needed both of them. And question number 7 is, out of every book you own, which book best exemplifies your idea of a beautiful book? And again, I've gone with the double up of something that I've shown before on this channel because it just really is the epitome of beautiful book for me. And that is this gorgeous clothbound classic box set of The Arabian Nights, or Tales of the Thousand Nights. And I just am in love with how beautiful this is. The box in itself is just beautiful. And then the individual volumes are just works of art in themselves. The end papers. And volume 3, just stunning. This, I think, is definitely the most visually spectacular book or box of books on my shelves, and it's beautiful. So that concludes the beautiful books tag. I've decided to tag Mercedes at Mercy's Bookish Musings and Leslie at Words of a Reader because I greatly admire their collections and know that they've got lots of beautiful books to choose from for this tag. Let me know down in the comments if you have any of these books or which ones were your favourites. As always, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.